This question gets asked a lot, and it's, can anyone be a copywriter? So let's go ahead and dive in. My name is Sean Walker. I am the founder of Copy Skills, and let's discuss, can anyone be a copywriter? Now, before we move on, if you think you might want to be a copywriter, or you're like, yeah, this is a cool job or profession for me or business for me, I'm going to give you a completely free course. It's called the Copywriter's Launch Plan. Just head over to copyskills.com/copy plan, and you can get entire access to the entire membership area and jump into the Copywriter's Launch Plan, and it's going to help walk you through launching your copywriting business and getting set up as a copywriter. Now, with that being said, let's talk about, can anyone be a copywriter? What do you need? So here's the great news is you do not need a degree to write copy, all right? You don't really need any formal education whatsoever. There's no age requirement. I mean, there's 18-year-old copywriters making, a fortune. There's retired 70-year-old copywriters that do it from home as well. There are not even qualifications to be a copywriter. Like, no company or business is like, well, we need to see this certificate or this or that. None of that, right? That's the great news. Really, the only thing you need is a computer and an internet connection. And you don't even need internet all the time, all right? You only need internet on occasions to do research and submit work and things like that. A computer is a handy thing to have, so you can write, of course. Can't really write everything on a pen and pad anymore. So here's the great news. If that wasn't good enough already, if you can write a basic letter like you'd be writing to a friend, whether it be an email to a friend or a handwritten letter to a friend, you can be a copywriter. Those are all of the skills really that you need to get started, all right? You can write copy if you can write a letter to a friend. But here's the deal, all right? This is a big old but. If you want to earn the big dollars, if you want to make a ton of money as a copywriter, you have to be willing to learn and practice. All right, it's like anything that you want to get really good at. It does take some time, and there are some skills to get better and better. And the better you are, the more money you can make, the more money you can charge, the more companies will want your services. All right, so let's discuss some of the copywriting skills. Like, what kind of skills, if you decide, yes, I want to be a copywriter, what kind of skills do you need? Well, first and foremost, you need basic writing skills. All right, for whatever language that you're writing in, because some people write in English, Italian, Spanish, whatever, German, whatever language that you're writing in, you need basic writing skills in that language. You need to be able to string together sentences to where whoever's reading it can understand it. Makes sense, right? You need knowledge of the topic that you're writing about. So if you're writing about health supplements, you got to be able to know about health supplements. If you're writing about, pianos or t-shirts or cars or whatever it is you're writing about, you have to know the topic, right? You have to be knowledgeable in that area. Now, you need to be knowledgeable about the prospect. So whoever you're writing to, whoever you're trying to get to take that action, whether you're writing emails or sales letters or Facebook ads or video sales letters or YouTube ads or whatever it is, you have to know your prospect, because every prospect that you're going to be writing to for different markets, it's a different age group. So they're going to have different beliefs. They're going to have different thought processes. They're going to use different words. They're going to have a different vocabulary. There's going to be insider words that they have amongst the health niche versus the music niche versus, the biz op niche or whatever, right? So you have to have a deep understanding of the person that you're writing to. So those two things, knowledge of the topic and knowledge of the prospects, just takes time. You just have to research it, right? There's ways you can, kind of dive into your prospect's head and learn more about them and what makes them tick, their dreams, desires, passions, fears, things like that. As a copywriter, you have to be creative. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I'm not really creative. This is a skill that can be learned. You can learn to be creative. There are ways that you can easily become creative and not have to be like born with this natural creativity. But it's important that copywriters are creative, because you're going to be thinking about different ways to use for sales angles, for different hooks, for different headlines, for ways to get people to read something that they may not have read without your creative aspects to it. So creativity is an important thing for a copywriter to come up with those big ideas. You're going to have to learn persuasion skills. Now you don't have to be like this, crazy car salesman or anything like that, but there are language tactics and there are methods and techniques and there's subconscious selling stuff that allows your language to be more persuasive than, your average English teacher may have taught. And you're going to have to develop some selling skills, and that goes kind of hand in hand with persuasion. But here's some more cool stuff. Now you might be thinking, well, I wasn't really that great of a writer in English. Look, I hated high school English. I barely got by. I got a C's in I think most of my high school English classes. It's something that I didn't enjoy. I didn't like. But I love copywriting because copywriting is more how we talk, and it's not this very, English literature structure with, the crazy punctuations and the syntax and so much stuff going on that I didn't really like it. I didn't enjoy it. I felt handcuffed. But when you're writing copy, it's an entirely different structure. You aren't tied to the rules of English as much as you would be if you're writing like a literary paper. So that is cool if you're like, I hate English and I wasn't really big on that. It's all good. You don't have to be. You have to spell things right, but the punctuation and the structure and how we phrase sentences is entirely different, and it's something that's easily learned. And again, I'm going to repeat this. If you can write a letter to a friend, kind of how you and I are talking right now, then you can write copy. The rest of the skills you can learn. And the faster you learn them, the better you learn them, the more you want to learn them, the more money you can make as a copywriter. Now, copywriting is everywhere, all right? Everywhere you look and you see some sort of words or you hear words or you see a commercial that's getting you to take an action or wants you to take an action, that's copywriting. Some business or company or person paid another person like me or you to write that copy, to come up with that advertisement, come up with that brochure, whatever it is that you're looking at, reading, hearing, watching. Some business or company paid a person like you or I to write that. And you can do it from anywhere in the world, as long as you have a computer and internet, right? And it's part of a $2.3 trillion industry. And in my opinion, nothing in business gets done until the copy gets written, because copy drives action. Copy drives sales. Good copy can move the needle. It swings the needle of making money. It gets people in the store, gets people to do those things. And businesses are always looking for skilled, talented copywriters. There's a lot of copywriters out there, but there's not a lot of good ones that really write their own ticket. And copy is a highly paid skill because it drives sales, all right? I mean, just think, if you could go make a company tens of thousands of dollars a month with a 2-page sales letter, how much are they going to be willing to pay you? A lot of money, right? I mean, I've had companies pay me a lot of money to write something. And I mean, I have one company right now that's been running my sales letter that they've been using for over a year. They just keep sending it out. It keeps bringing back money. They send it out. It makes them money. Sends it out, makes them money. They're going to run it until it stops working. And so far, it's been working for close to a year and a half. So it drives sales. All right. Good copywriters can earn almost any amount of money they want. And the best part is, as you just saw, pretty much anyone with just a little bit of desire and a little bit of, desire really to learn the skill can write copy. So if you think that copywriting might be for you, if you're like, this sounds like a pretty cool job, or I think I could start a little side hustle as a copywriter, I'm just not sure how, I have something for you. It's an entirely free course I want to give you because I want to help. My goal is to help 2,500 businesses and 2,500 copywriters get started. All right, 2,500 businesses improve their sales, and I want to help 2,500 copywriters make more than 6 figures in their copywriting business. And if I can help 2,500 copywriters, they can go help the 2,500 businesses. It's a win-win, right? You win, the businesses win, and it's just kind of a mission that I'm on because copywriting and business has been great to me, so I want to give back. And so what I'm doing is I'm giving away an entirely free course right now called the Copywriter's Launch Plan, and it's going to help you launch your copywriting business, and it's totally free because you're not even sure that copywriting is for you yet. So I want to get in there. You can see what copywriting is all about, see how to launch your business, see what you should be writing for, where the money's made, how it's not, how to, different ways to get paid, all of that kind of stuff. It's all in there. Just head over to copyskills.com/copy plan. It's totally free. You can go ahead and jump in there and grab it. It is limited time, so you should hurry over to copyskills.com/copyplan, and you can get access to the members area, and you can go ahead and dive into the entire Copywriter's launch plan. Hope you enjoyed this. My name's Sean Walker. We'll see you on the inside of the Copywriter's launch plan. So long.